So currently we have a component tree with the app being the root or top level component and the message being a child. When our application starts, React takes this component tree and builds a JavaScript data structure called the virtual DOM. This virtual DOM is different from the actual DOM in the browser. It's a lightweight in-memory representation of our component tree where each node represents a component and its properties. When the state or the data of a component changes, React updates the corresponding node in the virtual DOM to reflect the new state. Then it compares the current version of virtual DOM with the previous version to identify the nodes that should be updated. It will then update those nodes in the actual DOM. Now, technically, updating the DOM is not done by React itself. It's done by a companion library called React DOM. So earlier we talked about package.json. In this file, we can see the dependencies of our application. So currently our application is dependent on two libraries, React and React DOM. Let me show you how these work together. So in index.html, I told you that we have a div with the ID of root, and this is the container of our application. Below that, we have a script element referencing main.tsx. Now, if you look at this file, you can see that here we're using React DOM to render this component tree inside an element with the ID of root. So this is our component tree. Here is our app component that is wrapped by another component called strict mode. This is one of the built-in components in React. It doesn't have a visual representation. Its purpose is to identify potential problems. So we're taking this component tree and rendering or displaying it inside an element with the ID of root. And to do that, we're using the React DOM library. But we can also render this component tree in a mobile app using a different library called React Native. So React itself is not tied to a particular platform like web or mobile. It's platform agnostic, and we can use it to build apps for web, mobile, and desktop devices.